Rejoice in what was once life for you. Rejoice in what was once dreams for you. Rejoice in permitting yourself to let go of what once gave life to and allowed one to dream. In these memories, in the memory of these dreams, let us be reminded of our innate ability to dream, to express our dreams, to expand into our dreams, and to understand that what our dreams aren't fixed or static. They aren't slabs of stone or concrete which remain stationary, static, still, and that they evolve with us as we grow and expand. Our visions, interpretations, and our dreams grow with them. And so we are asked to not be as stone or concrete and to remain in the past, but to rejoice what once was our dreams, our perspectives, our interpretations, and to allow that what once was to inspire us to what is and will be, and to understand the holistic nature, the interconnectivity of all three. It is in our past that we once dreamt, and though maybe things did or did not go as one expected or expressed, it still reminds us of our innate capacity to dream, to create, to have vision, as does life, which will flow through us effortlessly if we allow ourselves to rejoice in what once was, but to not be static like stone in that past. And in this more fluvial, free, expressive state, lived state, we are able to rejoice in what once was while also moving through into what is and will be, seeing the holistic, interconnective nature of all three. This is our capacity to dream, to evolve, to grow, to express, to create, to have vision that is free and fluvial from the past alone, from being weighted in the past alone, to allow the past to be weightless, to rise up to the surface and to express itself as it pleases. And hopefully in this reminder of the past and this expression of the past through weightlessness, through not suppressing, through heaviness, it will remind us of our innateness to dream, our innateness to have a vision, as so does life come through us, as life too has vision and dreams and creates. And so we are to reinterpret ourselves in the present through being inspired by what once was and by what will be, seeing us in all three, seeing the interconnectivity between, and to rejoice in the unity of these three rather than being heavy and separate through seeing things in isolation. To be fluvial and free, to allow movement, to understand dreams aren't static or stone. They aren't there to be controlled and held into position where they once were and where they once did fit, but now maybe they do not. Or maybe in the future, things as they are now are still, but maybe in the future this will resonate more as the fluvial nature of dreams and creation will rise to the surface and will like to move and to be reimagined and reinterpreted and re-expressed as vision changes. So we are asked to reimagine, to allow imagination not to be heavy through expectations of the past, but to be weightless, to allow the past to come up, to express itself, and remind us of our capacity to dream, which then expands us to imagination, to vision, to creation, to life, which flows effortlessly through us if we but allow ourselves to be in that weightless state, to see the past, present and future as one, to see us in life and life in us, to not see life through what once was, and to be held to that expectation or to those definitions or interpretations, or indeed those visions. We are to be inspired by the past and what possibilities we were able to dance with, to play with, to create with, to understand the gift of the past, to be inspired by it, to see it as a necessary template, or even to go further back in the past as children, when we lived in dream and possibility and creativity. To understand this is our nature, to understand this is the nature found in life, but to also understand that it can't be beholden to expectations and definitions or interpretations that once resonated, that once was the glue that fitted the dream, but to understand that maybe the glue of interpretations and definitions and perspectives have changed over the years, and maybe it's not about changing the definitions, but about accepting the change of your definitions or interpretations and expectations as life and we grow. It's less about reinventing the wheel, but accepting that the wheel has been reinvented and we only need to but accept it, to accept the new glue that now forms around the various pieces and visions of our new dream, of our new vision creation. To understand it's not a case of distancing, fighting the past, or dreams that once were fitting but now not, but to understand the correlation and the journey, the process, like a river going downstream. The end of the river does not chastise the beginning of the river, it does not judge it. It sees its fluvial nature in rhythm and in style and expression and motion, not in separation, isolation, or in judgment, or indeed fear. So we are to accept the fluvial essence of our capacity to dream, to have vision, to create, and to understand the glue which puts these together in the form of our interpretations, interpretations and definitions will change as we change. And to understand that you don't have to actively change this glue, it changes naturally. It's more about accepting the glue to your dreams in the form of definitions, interpretations and perceptions naturally occur, and to understand that it is merely to live and accept in those new definitions and interpretations and perceptions that glue the vision together, the creation together. So we are to be inspired by, not in fear of, and to use the past as a template for our innateness, our creative innateness, and to stand in that proudly, presently, and also indeed patiently, as a river will sometimes move quickly, sometimes will meander, and it's not all about pace. This is about rhythm. It's about rhythm, synchronization, not forcing or rushing. It's about rhythm, synchronization, allowing things to form as they are, as they do, not as you would have them be. And to see the past as indeed in the present and indeed in the future, and to see the future in the present and in the past, and to not get bogged down in separation, to see yourself as a fluvial form, as a river does, as it moves along in a rhythmic dance, as you do and will do if permitted to be and exist in that weightless state, free from judgment and separation and disappointment also of the past, because all things that were not expressed as we perfectly vision, and things now that we have in our vision will not all perfectly come into fruition. Magic will always come in doses to alter the vision, as in everything we do in life. But then we have to allow those unexpected disappointments rise from the past through weightlessness to be released and understood as an organic expression of creation, accepting the disappointments that come and the things that came into fruition that were part of the vision, but also the spontaneity of life that comes through as well and reminds us of the magic. And so with this word magic, I will let you ruminate and sit upon and digest in your own way. Till next time, bye.